Welcome to the Rig on Wheels show featuring MVT, the show built for professional truck drivers, bringing you the latest insights, hot jobs, and tips to keep you moving forward. Powered by Mesilla Valley Transportation, the leaders in safety, fuel efficiency, and innovation, with over 1,600 trucks on the road. Let's hit the road together. This is the Rig on Wheels show featuring MVT.
Hey y'all. Okay, so we got one hell of a show today. Some stuff just dropped in my lap a little more than I was expecting. So today's headlines are heavy. We have a trucking industry veteran, Robert, that is calling out the FMCSA's leadership failures. He wrote an open letter, so we're going to get to that. He wrote it and it's on LinkedIn. But Trump also faced boos over Elon Musk's latest moves to block the high-speed rail over there in Cali. And even his own transportation secretary, Duffy, which I am a fan of, gets drowned out by trying to defend it. So we're talking about a whole lot of chaos from the top, and it's getting real out here. So we're going to get right into it. I am Kameel, the owner and host of the Rig on Wheels show. As you see, we got one of my faves here. We got Josue over there, our internal recruiter over at MVT. Say hey, Josue.
Hey, how's everyone doing?
So, as y'all know, we are the #1 truck driver recruitment show. And we bring you every week, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We bring you the hot jobs, hot topics, all of that. We're going to bring you recruitment tips as well as driver tips. But like I said, today we're going to bring you things about the FMCSA failures. And I'm glad somebody got the cojones in our industry, because our industry, as conservative as they are, tends to act democratic when it comes to calling out the FMCSA. And they act scared. But Rob Carpenter is not, so we're going to get into that. And then we are also going to talk about how the protesters had the nerve to boo Duffy when he was trying to defend what Musk was doing. And I'm not saying everything that Musk does I like, but this particular thing I actually do. And good afternoon, Mike. Good afternoon. Mike is definitely a successful trucking owner out there. Mike, you're in Alabama, correct? Let me know. I think you're in Alabama. If I'm Alabama, North Carolina, I think Alabama. If everything serves me correctly. Y'all know we're going to talk about diesel, but I want to jump into this right quickly. Let me go to LinkedIn. So Rob has a open letter to Rob Carpenter on he's a fleet owner. He's real big when it comes to safety and all of that, but he has an open letter. And when I woke up this morning, you know how LinkedIn sends the newsletters and everything to your email. And I started reading it. And then I was like, oh, let me read the whole thing. So, you know, you go directly to LinkedIn. But so I do think everybody should go ahead and do that. He has about 30,000 followers. But I want to talk about some of the things that the letter talks about and what he is saying. He's laying it out. He's not just pointing fingers. He's saying, first of all, the FMCSA needs to run like a business, not like a bloated bureaucracy. And he is 100% right. If we ran our businesses, if I ran Rig on Wheels, if MVT ran their business like the FMCSA has been running, we would be out of business. Josue would be laid off because there would not be any more MVT. It would be bankrupt. That's for sure. Let me pull up my notes here so I have them right here instead of having to do it online. I mean, on the computer. You do it right here. Definitely leverage third-party partnerships for enforced oversight and enforcement. Yeah, Michael said, yeah, he's out of Huntsville, Alabama. I knew it. Yeah,
You got it. Yeah, you
I
got
got
it.
it. I got it up here. But thank you, Michael, for listening. Listening off of LinkedIn, by the way. So let me get back to it. For leveraging third-party partnerships for enhancement and oversight. So important. It needs to be a check and balances outside of that particular agency, like an audit. Just how MVT has to get audited. It's not rocket science. Embrace AI automation to fast-track compliance and processes. Just like the FMCSA and DOT wants brokers, fleet owners, all of in the trucking to make sure all their I's are dotted and T's are crossed. Everything has to be electronic or should be. It needs to be the same way when it comes to the FMCSA. Create a neutral industry alliance that represents all carriers, not just the 7% tied to the mega fleets. I'm going to go into that in a minute. And most importantly, move with urgency because trucking doesn't wait and neither should our regular. That everything in trucking is 24/7. But when it comes to us getting things done through our government agency, it takes for effing ever. That's the best way when I explain trucking is everything is antiquated. It's old. It's inefficient. That is not what I should be saying. You know, it's just not the way I should be talking when we're talking about this. We're talking about a $940 billion industry. Yet too many small fleets and owner ops are stuck in limbo over minor infractions, delayed ratings, loss of revenue. So here's my take when it comes to Rob's letter. It's a wake-up call. And it's something that needed to be said a long time ago, but Rob happened to be the one guy in the entire industry that had the cojones to say it. We can't fix trucking industry until we fix how it's managed. Not on paper, but actually in action. Because they got more white papers, more papers, more papers, and more papers, and nothing actually happens. So it was written on the 18th. He actually put it out. He addressed it to the administrator and the secretary and President Trump to call for actual reform and says that it's a failure and poor leadership because we have had 8, I think he said, FMCSA administrators in the last 5 years. I think that's what he said. I don't want to quote him wrong. We've had 8 administrators in the last 5 years. That is not leadership. That's dysfunction.
Does that mean like someone that's on the top and then they change, and is that what it means? Like 8 of them within the last? Well, I mean,
the top person. Yes.
and you know what? Like I see sports, right? I'm a big sports fan, and the word that you said, dysfunctional, I kind of put it to my terms of understanding, because if you see like a big sports franchise and the constant head honcho is just constantly moving, like it's nothing but bad news, you know what I mean? Or it's like you said, it's just
Mhm.
dysfunctional. Like it doesn't seem like for them to be at peace and have, one right person with the right mind to, is just constantly change, which, that says a lot.
We never can have a strategy because it's always somebody new is always coming in, so they can never get their feet up under them. Michael said, and we all know that you can't obtain modern success with outdated methods at all. That's extremely the truth. And then as he wrote, I don't know if I put this in here, but as he wrote, 72% of everything moves on the truck, right? No consistency, no strategy, no execution. FMCSA is reactive instead of proactive. Safety ratings are taking 3+ months instead of 45 to 60 days. That's causing revenue loss and customer risk. It's not ran like a business at all. It's bureaucracy. So let's see. We need leadership that understands trucking, not politics. I've been saying that. Pearson's been saying that so much. We don't need a politician. We need a trucking person in here to run this. I understand that, okay, it's transportation, it's all of that, but the major mode of transportation is trucking in this country, at least. And this is the country that we are worried about. So that's the reason why it needs to be that. 72% of US freight is trucking. 93% of carriers are small businesses, but they're not represented. Only the 7%. Rob's letter is what I put down here, reflects what most people feel every day. So I definitely want to know. We can bring Rubicala up now. Add to the stage. Okay, everybody. This is Rubicala. he So this is another Rob. The reason why we call everybody by their a lot of them by their last name over there at MVT, because everybody has the same first name. Everybody mom was thinking the same way.
There's a bunch of Roberts and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So he is one of the managers there, and actually it's Josue's manager. We always tell everybody that Josue is our favorite recruiter over there. So if you want to say something, you definitely can.
Yes, absolutely. Kameel, I'm very excited to be on the podcast, and it's my first time here. So thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, awesome. Me and Josue was here just going through the fact of being pissed off with Rob Carpenter. He wrote an open letter about the fact that we need the FMCSA to run like a damn business instead of a bureaucracy. And then how we do have great association. We got IOTA, which is for owner ops. We have the different trucking associations that are for every state. You have the ATA, which really is the voice of the top 7%. But nobody really is for the 93%, which are the small trucking companies, right?
Absolutely.
So that is what needs to be taken care of, because if the FMCS, if MVT, push this over here now that it's 3 of us, if MVT ran like the FMCSA, we wouldn't have jobs. That's for sure. It's been 8 administrators. So it's been 8 Pearsons in the last 5 years.
Wow, that's horrible.
That's horrible. Like, that's not leadership. That's a disaster.
Sounds like they're still trying to figure things out.
Yeah, and like, that's ridiculous. So that's the one thing that was the hot topic. Now, the next thing is, now everybody know I am not a Trump fan. And most of the time I am not and most of the time I talk ill about anything related to Trump. However, Musk, which I think is my cousin, and I typically talk ill about him as well, but Sean Duffy, which is the Secretary of Transportation, I like this guy, right? He says it like it is. Terrell, were you able to download or no that video from Instagram?
It's been 17 years and $16 billion, and no rail has been built. So if you want to go protest somewhere, if you want to shout at someone, go to the governor's mansion. Go talk to Democrats in the legislature who have brought us this crappy project, right? So we've seen over the course of the last month what DOGE has exposed with regard to fraud, waste, and abuse. And we're done with it. And you know what? You're going to have people who love fraud, who love waste, who love trains to nowhere. But all of us up here, we do not love fraud, waste, and abuse. We are going to use the taxpayer money efficiently and effectively, and this is a boondoggle. There is, and again, I would love if they build a rail. It was supposed to be done in 2020, but it's not done.
So this is the thing. As much as I love Buttigieg, he came from the Midwest. I love his whole story. I love how much he loved his family, his husband, the whole thing. I love him. He's very smart. He's very articulate. He says all the right things at all the right times. I am going to beat him. I am going to be him when I die and come back. However, he is a rail guy. I am a trucking girl. So I am not him and he is not me. So I believe that that's the reason why he really supported California, which don't need no rail. But he supported California with this bogus rail mess. $16 billion, 17 years. That's almost half my life. That's a lot. But it is half of Josue's life. Josue, how old are you?
37.
That's literally almost half your life. They've been talking about the GD rail in California and nothing has happened. He was like, if you want to protest somewhere, go to the governor's house. That was kind of ruthless. But that lets you know that that's how serious he is about it. You know what? Let's go to break. Come back because I have to switch. I don't have my cord. Long story. I don't want to get into that situation. I'll be talking about giving my kids up for adoption. But we're coming right back after this break, and then we want to talk more about the rail.
My name is Josue Fierro, and I am a recruiter, and I've been with Mesilla Valley going on 3 years now. Before I joined the Mesilla Valley Transportation family, I was at JCU as a loan officer. I feel that I acquired some skills there, providing customer service, learning, to listen to the customer and, learning patience. I think that helped me out right now where I'm at with Mesilla Valley Transportation, because I could actually apply those skills to what I do now, which is, helping drivers, getting them behind the wheel and getting them a job. So basically what I do here in recruiting It's something good. We for sure give jobs to drivers, so it feels good, that we help people. Communication is great there in our department, from leadership to employees. We have a good working environment there, and it feels homey. Like, it feels like a home environment. It feels a family-oriented environment. So, yeah. Yes, I acquired skills here at Mesilla Valley Transportation. One of them would be knowledge of the transportation industry. I was not aware of the transportation. I was just more into financing, and I think it's good to know that transportation takes a big role in our country, and we do something good here. What made me apply Mesilla Valley Transportation was basically word of mouth, the reputation that this company has. You see them everywhere on billboards, the trucks on the street, you hear them in the news ads. So you see Mesilla Valley Transportation everywhere, and you just hear from people here, local people saying that Mesilla Valley is great, it's a great company to work for, and I was excited to join. My life changed when I joined Mesilla Valley Transportation in a big way. And one of them was them, of course, providing stability, giving me a peaceful state of mind, knowing that I could provide for my family, knowing that I could do what I do every single day without worries of, job security, in other words. And they actually helped me out a lot as well, as far as my daughter. She's 17. She wanted to get a first job in the summer. Marketing was able to go ahead and help me out, bring her in here as an internship over the summer, which she loved. She gained a lot of experience for her being her first job. Now she loves it. Now she wants to go to school for it and get a degree, so she's happy, and I'm happy. I would definitely recommend people to work here. Ever since I walked here the first day, it felt like a family-oriented work environment. Everyone's smiling, everyone's friendly, everyone talks to you like if they know you for years. So for sure, if I had to go ahead and tell someone, I would definitely recommend someone to work here at Mesilla Valley. My name's Josue Fierro. I'm a driver recruiter, and MVT changed my life.
Okay, guys, I'm back. So we were talking about this Duffy thing, and I like Duffy. He's coming in with the bang. I wasn't absolutely all the way sold, but what I do know is that I don't know if he should tell people to go to the governor's house.
The governor's house.
Yeah, that was kind of Kameel-ish. He out there acting like me. That's why I can't be a politician. However, 17 years and $16 billion is a lot of zeros.
Oh, that was a great example of how to express that. That's a big number in so many years. So yeah, you need to go knock on somebody's door and make this happen.
Yeah. So I think maybe it's time to move on and do something else. Put the money in something else. We can't keep. United States spends money as if we're not in debt. That's how we spend money. You know what I mean? Like,
no worries.
So, yeah, come on now. But I do think that we do need to be a little bit more fiscally responsible, and it needs to go in a state that makes more sense. And California is just not it. Obviously, that's why it's not built, and it's been almost 20 years. What do y'all thoughts?
Well, for me, it's just like taxpayer money. People get frustrated. They need a voice of, someone just enough is enough. You know what I mean? Like spending money and nothing's happening. So like you said, basically just, focus your attention in another project and that's beneficial for the country, and, leave that one, until later until it gets resolved for sure.
Yeah. And I'm not typically on the side of anything with Mr. Trump, but this one, I think I gotta say that they're probably right on, because I was like this before we even had him in office. I was like, this whole California rail thing, am I the only one knows that this is a stupid idea. Like, I'm not the brightest apple on the tree, and I know that this is dumb, really dumb. Does it, Josue, do you have access to the sheet to see what the diesel is? Because I'm on my phone, so I'm not able to see.
Let me see. I try
Okay.
to open that email. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get your
We could
document
just talk about the diesel
share.
right quick, or if Terrell, if you're able to pull it up.
Yeah, because it has me verify an email and get a code. So it's probably gonna take me a second here.
Okay. Terrell, are you able to do it? If not, we don't have to worry about it. User error. I'm back. Yeah, so we could just move on. Don't worry about it. So what we are going to do right now is take a little quick commercial again. What I want to do is go over hot jobs, and then after that, we're going to put Rubicala in the hot seat. Because
Hey.
I want to talk about, kind of from a manager's point of view, what we're looking for in drivers, because we know from Josue, we know from third party, but and Pearson always talks about it, but from a manager's point of view, what you're looking for, like the down, the dirty, and all of that type of thing. But before we get there, let's go ahead, go to commercial, and come back with the hot jobs.
Hello, everybody. I'm DeAnthony Davis. I'm a truck driver from Cleveland, Texas. I've been driving for 3.5 years now. I recently saw a podcast with Rig on Wheels on YouTube. I gave them a call. They was fast. They was efficient. They helped me out. I didn't really want to be over the road, so they got me a good regional job. And hey, you should give them a call.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Okay, so let's throw the hot jobs up there for sure. Somebody is gonna have to. Oh, Rubicala. Since you're
Yeah,
not used to
absolutely.
being, you can
I'm
do
your
the hot
man. I'm your
jobs.
man.
Yeah. Okay. So Terrell is gonna go ahead and put it up there for us, and you can do them.
Perfect. There we go. So Division 110. Actually, the hot job that I got was 100. Can you pull up 100 for me? There you go. So we got the next three divisions. These are our hard jobs. We got 3 of them this week. That's been moving. It's going great. We see a lot of success in it. A lot of drivers making some good money on this. But Division 100 is our dedicated run that goes specifically from El Paso over to the Midwest. And our Midwest is about a good 5 or 6 states. A lot of good customers coming out of that area. We do have Lowe's, Warner, 3M, Electrolux that go up to the Midwest and right back down either to Texas or New Mexico and getting back to El Paso. It doesn't finish up there. We got another round that goes up there to the Midwest again, delivering another good customer load there and coming right back down. Now this division is a possible 3 turns. Or the simple 2 turns that we have for the 4 to 6 days out that we have on this division. You're making anywhere from $1,400 to $1,600 a week. Let me see what else I can tell you. It generates 28 to 3,000 miles a week, so it's making some good money at the moment. We see a lot of drivers that are excited about this division, and we got plenty of room because we're growing pretty strong. All right. Our next hot job is our Division 150. Our Division 150 is known for our Southeast regional run. It deals with all the great weather from east to west, from New Mexico to the Carolinas and Florida. But this one, it is 6 to 7 days out. So those drivers that are looking for being out a week and not the common, month, 2 months, 3 months, the usual week is all we're asking drivers to be out. This one generates anywhere from 29 to 3,200 miles a week, so it's a hot one for sure. A lot of miles to generate in this division. So we definitely hire from DFW area, the El Paso and Houston area for this division. So you're from that area, give us a call here at Mesilla Valley. We'll be able to help you out with that dedicated run. Southeast Regional, 6 to 7 days out and so forth. So good job on that one. Our last hot job is our Division 430. It does generate from Jacksonville, Florida. It's a great dedicated run, staying on I-10, going east to west from Texas to Florida. But yeah, this one you're able to see home at least every other day, maybe 3 times in a week. It is 5 to 7 days out, so you'll be seeing Jacksonville, Florida at least 3 times every other day, like I was saying. This one's generating anywhere from $1,200 to $1,300 a week. So definitely a hot position to be on. A lot of the Jacksonville folks there love it because it's easy driving. On the I-10, going over to Houston, Laredo, and back, you'll probably be doing about 3 to 4 turns on this one, depending on where you deliver, how close. But nevertheless, perfect for the $1,200 to $1,300 a week range for those drivers out there that want to be home quite often and make some decent money. This one does about 2,500 miles a week in those three turns that you can do from Jacksonville to Texas and back.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested in any of those jobs, give us a call at 281-968-3100, 281-968-3100, or go directly to our website at rigonwheels.com. Click on the driver application tab and fill out the Intella app, and it'll auto-populate.
Did she go out, or is it just me?
I think she's finding her way back.
Also, guys, any listeners out there, just the positions that my supervisor just went over with, those are just the hot jobs out there. But however, we do have jobs for everyone out there as well. If my boss didn't, he specified Jacksonville, El Paso, DFW. If you do not live in one of those areas, we still have positions for you. All you got to do is what Kameel said, call 281-968-3100 or go straight to rigonwheels.com. They'll be more than happy to go ahead. And if you live out of Salt Lake City, in Portland, Oregon, if you live in, Nashville and Memphis, we basically have routes for everyone out there in the country. So just if we didn't call out where you live this time around, just feel free to go ahead and call in or go to the link to the website, and they could definitely go ahead and apply, and we could definitely put you in one of our trucks. What other route, Rubalcaba, do you think it's something that, from a different location that you haven't mentioned that could be attractive?
Man, there's so much out there. Yeah, drivers out there, if you guys are looking for a position, give us a call. We definitely have anywhere from at least 2 or 3 position bare minimum to maybe 5 or 6 different opportunities for you out of your areas. But we definitely hire almost all over. Phoenix is another one. We got Tennessee, we got Jacksonville, like we had mentioned earlier. All the major cities in Texas, Albuquerque, Utah, Portland. Yeah, we got going on all over the place. So give us a call, definitely for sure, to find out what divisions we got available for you.
Awesome, guys. So what we're gonna do is take another quick break, come back, and then put Rubicala in the hot seat for our remainder, like 20 minutes. Okay.
Let's make it happen.
All righty. Be right back.
At Mesilla Valley Transportation, every driver is behind the wheel of a late model International LT, a truck that takes comfort, convenience, and safety to a whole new level. Join us as we explore the impressive features of this powerhouse on wheels. The open road is full of surprises, and sometimes that includes unexpected encounters with wildlife. But worry not, the International LT has you covered. The front end protection guard offers an extra layer of defense, protecting you from animal strikes. Drive with confidence, knowing that you're shielded from the unexpected. We all know how important it is to keep our batteries charged, and our International LTs have your back. The Cummins X15 is equipped with an auto start featuring, ensuring that your batteries are automatically recharged when they run low on volts. It's a seamless process that keeps you powered up and ready to hit the road. Disc brakes and an engine brake provide reliable and safe stopping power when you need it most. You can have peace of mind knowing that you're in control. Safety is at the forefront of what we do. Our International LTs are equipped with top-of-the-line safety features to ensure your well-being while out on the road. These tractors are equipped with Bendix fusion protection, collision mitigation, and lane departure warning. Achieving good fuel efficiency deserves recognition. With the International LT, your efforts don't go unnoticed. When you consistently achieve impressive miles per gallon, the International LT rewards you with increased speed. It's a little extra motivation to keep you pushing for better fuel economy. After a long drive, you're ready for a well-deserved break. With the International LT, you can enjoy your rest period in absolute comfort. Thanks to its auxiliary power unit, you can keep the driver's cabin heated or cooled just the way you like it. No matter the weather outside, you'll always find your sweet spot within our International LTs. The International LT understands that comfort extends beyond driving. It's a space where you can truly feel at home. I'm a big guy, and I have room to move around in here. With plenty of room to spare, the International LT accommodates even the tallest drivers. And there's ample storage for all your clothes, cooking essentials, and tools, making life on the road even more convenient. Speaking of cooking, bring along your appliances and don't sacrifice any luxuries thanks to all of our International LTs being equipped with built-in inverters. Dry your hair, make a smoothie, or play a game, all from the comfort of your truck. We take pride in our well-maintained fleet, and if by chance you do come across something wrong on your truck, you're never far from help thanks to our valuable relationship with Penske. With more than 750 brick-and-mortar Penske shops nationwide, their expert team is always ready to assist you. From routine maintenance to unexpected repairs, they'll get you taken care of and back on the road in no time. And there you have it. Just a few things about this late model International LT that make MVT the place to be.
I love that commercial with Joe.
That's
He
awesome.
is a very tall human in that truck. So it really shows and highlights how big MVT's trucks are. That's for sure. Terrell, you're going to have to man the comments and put them up there for me, because with me being on this mobile, I'm not able to control it as well. But hey, Tony, I saw your comment right there. Hey, Tony is a broker here in Houston. She does a lot of broker stuff and a lot of heavy haul and all of that out of Houston. And she's part of the Win-Win Wednesday community that we do every third Wednesday out of the Spindle Tap brewery here in Houston. So let's get to it. You got some hot questions you want to ask your boss, or you want me to do it first?
Nah, you start.
Oh, you don't want to get written up?
Nah, I do my job.
Okay, no, but seriously, like, what are some of the questions that the recruiters bring to you a lot and that they have to get approved? Like, they end up saying, come on, please, Rubicala, can you approve this for me? Like, what is it that you end up having to approve that's like not gray area, but you know what I mean? Like, what can we kind of improve on so you don't have to always make those calls?
All right. So besides them fighting over the leads, that all the great good drivers are out there. Hey, that's my driver. That's their driver. Besides them fighting
That
over
part.
leads,
Yeah.
um, one thing that the great opportunity that we give for drivers here at Mesilla Valley, when since the owner of the company is a driver himself for the longest time, being here 18 years, we always find a way to make it happen, make the driver qualified for the company, to give him an opportunity to come on board, him or her to come on board. So a lot of it has to do with the experience. With the bare minimum 6 months of experience, we do honor all types of trailer experience. So there's a number of trailers out there. Don't you drivers out there that have the bare minimum, don't be scared. Give us a call and we'll see what we can do to make it happen and get you on board. Obviously, we don't give credit for straight trucks, but everything that goes on a fifth wheel with air brakes, we're all about it. Let's make it happen, and we'll see what we can do to get you on board. So one
I'm
thing
glad.
is the experience for sure.
I'm glad you mentioned that. We really never really mentioned that before, have we, Josue?
No, we haven't.
Yeah. So tell me, what is the least common trailer that you were able to get approved or signed off on, Ubakala?
So there's a small amount of type of experience that we require in oil field. So oil field is a unique kind of industry where they have got their water trunks, their vacuum trailers, and all this type of different type of equipment. We definitely look into it, making sure that the driver, it was hauling some type of fifth wheel, and as long as I had air brakes, we'll go make it happen. So we go the extra mile and make sure that they do qualify for our company. Most
I
companies out there can be very easily to say, "Oh no, you got oil fill, forget you.
Yeah.
We'll go on to the next driver." Nah, here we have the proper training, and we'll make sure that if they don't have the enough experience or training, we'll go and provide that for them.
And I can attest to that, being a third party recruiter, that a lot of companies will just say, we don't want to deal with oil field drivers. That is definitely. Okay, so let's talk 88 mics. So let's talk your military vets. So
Absolutely.
what do we take those?
Absolutely. We do the 88 mics and 14 tangos. Obviously, that is for our military branch, but we also take Air Force, Marines, their branches, they also drive as well. We'll do the research and make sure that they were driving oversized vehicles. So we will definitely make it happen. But with our company, absolutely, we invite them all. Our owner, his father was in the military. He's a POW, and we take pride in that as well. That's why you see the POW sign on the back of every single trailer at MVT, because he supports the troops big time. But other than that, we do take the 88 Mike and the 14 Tango. With the experience that they have in the military, we give them 100% experience. So we bring them on board. If there's any extra training that they want, that they feel that they need, we'll supply it right away. So yes, we do bring on military experienced drivers.
I'm glad that Pearson was slacking today, because we learned a lot. Like, I did not know that Will Jones' daddy was in the military. Thank you for that, his service, and thank you for letting us know. And that makes sense why you all, definitely take vets, because you have companies that does say that they're veteran friendly, but they're really not. They make it very hard for veterans to get approved, and MVT doesn't.
No.
Yeah, they do. Now, Rubicala, is this the only? I mean, I know you've been at MVT forever. Is this the only company you've ever worked for?
It's the only one company I work for. Only thing I know.
The only thing you know. Oh, that's just so sweet. Look at there. He's gonna die at MVT. Okay. Look at Josue. It wasn't it, okay. Rubicala, I don't know. Did Josue tell you that time that I called what's that girl name in Memphis? I called her Gorilla instead of
Glorilla, the rapper. It's because there's a rapper, dude, and she's like an upcoming artist, and her name is Glorilla, but Camille called her Gorilla. So I had to check her real quick and be like, hey, what's going on?
yeah. So all I knew was Orilla. I just assumed I didn't know. Anyway, just go with it. So things happen. And one time I was on here with Pearson and I was saying that I was I forget. Anyway, I was trying to say I eat meat, but I was saying I eat people. So basically I was telling everybody I was Jeffrey Dahmer on here. And that just happened to be one people was really watching. And I end up for like 2 weeks. Everybody was like, so you like a serial killer? I'm like, what?
That's when it was hot on Netflix, huh? Everybody was watching that.
Yes, yeah, it was just ridiculous at that time. I was like, okay, so this is the one. This is the one. And Darcella probably made sure she clipped that part and put it out there that I was eating people. And Pearson was like, oh yeah, I understand. We're back on the same page now. Thanks, Pearson. He could have chimed in or something. He just let me keep going. But what was my point of saying this? I forget. Anyway, but okay, so we know that we take oil field drivers, and we never really spoke about that before. And then we take
Military.
Now let's discuss this. Now we have a lot of 1099 people out there, or people that leased on to other folk, and it might be hard to get them verified. Walk us through that.
Well, because nowadays, there's a bunch of small companies out there. One of the hardest things that we have is trying to verify these small companies, whether they have a current phone number or maybe they got up and changed phone numbers, and drivers trying to get back and show proof that they were there. That's one of the headaches that we do have with small companies, owner operator drivers. But we do try to make it as easy as possible. We do accept 1099s. If they have any tax papers, maybe insurance cards that they had, we use the safer web to go back and research to see if their company was insured during the time frame that they put on the application. We try to make it happen. Obviously, all those paperwork and documents are not saved 100%. But if there's some type of trail, is there anything that we can do, we'll see what we can do and make that happen. Again, Royal started this company with 1 or 2 trucks, built it up to where it's at now, and he's all about the driver. He's driver pro for sure. But yeah, in the many years I've been here, we always find a way to make it happen. Make sure that we're legit, we're following regulations, we have everything in place, and yeah, we'll make it happen and get the driver on board.
Perfect. So now I have another question for you. Scenario. So Peter left ABC Trucking. They're shut down and nobody's answering the phone, blah, 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 blah. And he has his paycheck stubs. That's
Okay.
it.
That's all he has?
Yes.
Now, are we talking about 5 years ago, 7 years ago, or
Oh,
just
no,
recently,
no,
6
recent.
months ago?
No, recent. He's last year. 24.
Okay. So if Peter has the check stubs that say ABC Trucking from this point to that point on there, and obviously we've seen a number of different check stubs on how to present it. If it shows miles, it shows loads, it shows, all that, itemized, we do accept that.
Okay.
We do accept it. We do go above and beyond and try to verify with the company. We try
Mhm.
emails, we try researching online, we try calling different phone numbers, whatever it is. We document that all together, and we put it into a file, and we supply the check stub. So yeah, there's plenty of times where we've done that, and put it into the file to give them credit.
Okay. That's good. Anything else you can think of, Josue?
No, just to piggyback on what Rubalcaba said, they really try to do, everything and anything on their behalf to approve a driver, even sending pictures of the truck. Like, for example, these oil field guys, sometimes I always tell the driver, "Hey, take a picture of the equipment you drove." And then I'll go to Ruba's office. This is what he drove, and then he'll be like, "You will give credit to that." So now we have one piece of the pie. Let's go ahead and get the other side, and let's go ahead and start asking for, a phone number of a supervisor that we could call so he could just verify Kameel was there from, point A to point B. And with me, picture, and then calling you, put them together, he'll be like, "Move forward. Let's get him hired." Or, you know what I mean? As a DD 214 form when it comes to the military, hey, have him take a picture, send it over, and he knows what to look for. He'll let me know, what, because it has this code, we could move forward. We'll give him all the credit, 3, 4 years, whatever it is. So there's always ways that, that they help us out a lot. They make our jobs easy when it comes to stuff like this, which for recruiters, it probably sounds like a headache. But when it comes to management, they're pretty cool. They'll just tell us, hey, give me this, give me that, and we'll make it happen.
And I have
Yeah,
a question since you said the whole DD 214. So do they give credit for credit on a DD 214, or is it half credit for the experience?
you get full credit on the DD214. That's an 88 Mike or 14 Tango. Now, keep in mind that there's another form in the military, which is a 348. The 348 will list all the qualified vehicles that you were trained to drive on. So that right there will be a list of all these different type of vehicles, and it lists whether they're like small trucks, straight trucks, tractor trailer trucks, oversized vehicles, tankers, whatever it may be. On there, they'll be signed by their captain or general, stating that they got the proper training for that, and that right there will tell you, they had the experience of that certain type of vehicle. When we look it up on the internet, the type of vehicle, well, then that will give us a picture of, oh man, that's an oversized vehicle, or that definitely has air brakes, that definitely has a fifth wheel, or whatnot, to give the driver credit. So
Okay,
it's another form.
that's good. This is enough, and I know that, well, even though this is your only company that you've ever worked for and you plan on dying at MVT, you have been around the block for a long time, and you know it's not exactly normal. And Josue, I'll let you know this. It's not exactly normal for a company to give credit for credit. Typically what happens is if they drove in the military for a year, they give them 6 months credit out in civilian land. They don't get credit for credit. So that's what I mean by MVT actually is a veteran or military friendly company. And they're not doing it just for the grants they get from the government. That's what that means. And the same going, and since, let's go ahead and run through this. Since we're here, MVT also believes in, we know huge with the fuel efficiency and stuff like that. But September, the industry recognizes truck drivers as trucking appreciation week, month, right? But MVT does it quarterly. And
We do
I
it every
remember,
day, but quarterly for sure.
oh, look at there. Oh, that's just so cute. That was amazing.
Here we go.
Oh, that was just amazing. But I remember Josue, and I said, Josue, are you aware that there are companies out there, megas, that they'll have their appreciation and no drivers are there? And he was like, shut up, Kameel. And I was like, yeah, like, ain't
So it's a
no,
party for themselves, huh?
Yeah, they got fried chicken and tacos and pizza, but it's not a driver in sight, or if it might be a driver that used to be a driver and now he's in the office. You
I just
know,
thought
Yeah.
I just thought it was like I thought it was just like uniform for every other company to celebrate their drivers and have a party. And so you dropped that bomb. I was just like, oh, I just assumed that. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That we
it's
had.
uniform, all right. It's uniform for them to put it on social media,
So it could look nice.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. I loved it. You know, when we first started sending videos of our driver appreciation, I think it was a big eye opener to other companies on how much we actually go out of our way to, you know, appreciate our drivers, and it gave them a lot of good ideas. Because soon after that, on social media, you started seeing other companies doing different things, different unique things to appreciate their drivers,
Yeah.
which is, you know, overall, it's a something that we should do all the time because these drivers, they go above and beyond for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they make sure that my grandkids, it used to be they made sure that my son had his almond milk, my youngest son, but forget him now. He's the one that messed around and lost my charger cord. And he's almost 19, so they're not even cute anymore. But they make sure that my grandkids, my nietos, have their formula. You know, when you're in a brailer, that's the only thing that count anyway is your grandkids. Forget the
Mhm.
kids. So that's what I'm about anyway now. But definitely. So what I want to end the show with, first of all, Rubicala, I am just so excited that you are here. I'm glad that Pearson was just fooling off and just, golfing and just enjoying this weather and just, taking it easy. But I really, because we got a different perspective and somebody saying something different, because we didn't think about it. That's what it was. We didn't think about it. So what I want to end it with us all, definitely wishing all the drivers being safe. We've been seeing a lot of wrecks, a lot of everything. Just be safe out there and whatever you all want to say. And then after we said, Terrell, if you can play whatever the latest driver appreciation that you can play, and then we go ahead. So,
Absolutely, for sure. I just want to thank all the drivers out there. Give us a call. We'll make sure you find a good position with us, something that you see yourself doing long term. Okay, we're all about the long term here, not the short term. But we definitely provide a number of different positions for you out of your areas. Like I said, anywhere from the bare minimum 2 all the way up to 6 different positions. So if you live in those bigger cities, definitely we got about a number of different positions for you. But give us a call for sure and find out what's available there out of your area. Um, and yeah, let's make it happen. We're always here waiting by the phones to answer your phone calls and answer any questions that you guys might have.
281-968-3100, or go right to the website at rigonwheels.com. And Josue, what you want to say?
I was gonna say what you're gonna say. I was like, to piggyback on what Rubalcaba said, give us a call, 281-968-3100 and rigonwheels.com. But yeah, we're ready. We're, by hopefully, call the number. We'll be ready to go ahead and work the application, get you in the truck. That way you can start making some money. So, apply and we'll make sure to take care of you.
Awesome.
Invite me more, Kameel.
Yeah, definitely. We are. That was some good stuff. You see me, I'm all close to the screen because I was like, man, this is good. This is good. It makes me
It's
kind of
just a
miss.
little piece.
Yeah, it kind of makes me miss being on the phones a little bit because, you start thinking in your mind like, oh, okay, you could tell a driver this because it's some good information that they definitely need. So I want to thank you all. I want to thank Darcel. I want to thank Terrell. Most importantly, thank Terrell's mom. That my best friend. He's the producer of the show. But thank his mom and dad because they did an awesome job with them. So definitely just take us out, Terrell, with that commercial.
Mi nombre es Cristian Reyes. Llevo 5 años manejando con MVT y soy over the road truck driver. La división en la que yo estoy sería la 220 pues del Paso a California y a veces Oregon. Las millas que corro en la semana puede llegar a ser 3,200 y mi MPG en la troca creo que ahorita está como un 8, 9 o 9. Lo que más disfruto de ser parte de MVT es que hay ambiente familiar y que si te pasa algo estás cuidado. Mis pensamientos en el Fuel Bonus sería que es muy buen programa, buen incentivo. Cuando estás manejando bien, no sabes cuánto te va a tocar o a veces ni te esperas que tengas el bono por estar haciendo bien tu trabajo. Lo que yo pienso que es la mejor opción de MVT es que te dicen claramente lo que vas a esperar, no te andan con rodeos, no te andan con trucos, que sabes que ven para acá y te pagamos tanto, en ese momento te respetan tu pago. Bueno, con las oportunidades que me ha dado MVT de tener tiempo en la casa es que cuando necesito que pasa una urgencia, sí me dicen, ¿sabes qué? Ok, te tenemos una carga, vas a regresar este día, tengo que hacer lo que tengo que hacer y no hay ningún problema. De la cultura de la compañía me gusta mucho que hay respeto, eso es lo más importante. Consejo que les daría a alguien que empezara aquí, pues básicamente nomás hacer tu trabajo, asegurarte de que sí lo estés haciendo, que no nomás lo veas y digas, ok, todo está bien, no, que te pongas a checar el tráiler, la troca, los papeles y si tienes alguna pregunta llamas a tu dispatch que te contesten. Si me dieran la troca para ir a algún lugar que yo quisiera ir, me la llevaría a Canadá para ir a parquearla enfrente de las cataratas del Niágara y tomarle una foto. O sea, porque se vería bien bonito y es una experiencia muy bonita andar allá.